Aziz Al Hallou is the star witness for those that believe that Flight 77 disappeared into the Pentagon. But his story is not only not plausible, it is impossible. Let's start with the time.
My name is Aziz El Hallou. He works right up the street here from our studios here, and you were headed to work this morning with your girlfriend, and tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. Just around 9:08, 9:15.
The initial explosion did not occur until 9:37.
Just hitting 110 south. Actually, no.
This puts him on the opposite side of the Pentagon where the explosion occurred.
And it was just amazing, something you only see in the movies, that a huge airplane looks to me like a 757 American Airlines, probably flying around 60 to 70 yards on top of my car.
Oh my goodness.
Everything was shaking.
That would be quite an accomplishment to be able to identify a plane as an American Airlines 757 when it is traveling at over 500 miles an hour directly overhead.
And the next thing we saw, that airplane crashed in the Pentagon.
If 757 hit where the initial explosion was, the upper floors of the Pentagon would have completely blocked the view from the motorists on the 110.
And most of the cars, they had the front windshield broken because of the noise of the airplane.
Noise from a 757 will not break a windshield. Perhaps he knew that broken windshields were going to be part of the official story. This photo, taken at the Navy Annex a few minutes after the initial explosion, shows a man that looks like Aziz. But there was only one broken windshield near the Pentagon, and that was Lloyd England's taxi. Lloyd said that a light pole flew through his windshield. There was only one witness that saw a light pole in the taxi, and that was Lloyd. And there was only one picture of the light pole in the taxi, and it was drawn by Lloyd himself. Although his picture should have looked more like this, since the pole was twice as long as the taxi. It was important to the photographer to get the broken windshield, the downed light pole, and a smoldering Pentagon all in one shot to tell a story. In this picture, they have the taxi facing the right direction, but since it's on top of a bridge, the photographer couldn't get the right shot. So the taxi was moved 80 feet to the south. Aziz seems to be well connected. Here he is at the 14th annual AOL Time Warner Best Buddies Ball. Here he's at the Capitol Files holiday party that was also attended by the current governor of Virginia. And here he is hanging out with Skull and Bonesman John Kerry.
A piece of the aircraft actually landed and broke your windshield, as I understand it.
Just landed by the car. And
Unbelievable.
this is one of...
Now, Aziz, in this situation that took place today, what did the other motorists do? I mean, did everybody stop their cars and get
Everybody stopped and got out from them car, and they started running left or right, and we had big panic at that time.
See this again? This is it's almost macabre to have a piece of something like that in your hands, something that is a part of such a national, international, world tragedy that took place on this day.
It is inconceivable that a piece of the 757 flew over the Pentagon 2,000 feet away to Highway 110 where Aziz said he was at. Also, bystanders aren't allowed to walk off with evidence from a crime scene.
The next thing we saw, that airplane crashed in the Pentagon.
What did you do?
Just we panicked, put my car in park, and squeezed my steering wheel until the crash was ending, and kind of the Pentagon sucked in the airplane, so we didn't see any more parts. The Pentagon sucked in the airplane.
That sure would help explain what happened to the tail section and the wings, if buildings can just suck in airplanes.